Hi, I thought I'd come on here and share a dream I had last night and try to give some encouragement. I know I needed some when I woke up this morning. Okay, so I had a dream. I think it was in the early hours after I may have woke up. And I was with somebody I knew, and I can't remember now who that was, but I know it was somebody I knew. And we went outside, and all of a sudden in the sky, as soon as we walked out, we looked up, and there's, on the right hand side of the sky, there's two moons. And it's the same two moons that I seen in the other dream. And they're just like right there in the sky. And behind those two moons, it looks like there's a couple planets. There was a couple planets. I don't know what I couldn't really make them out as well. But then as soon as we look over there, then we look over to the left side of the sky, and there's two suns and some other planets. So I don't know what was going on, but like I said, I feel like, if these dreams are from God about these planets, then I believe that He's trying to show us that there's a sign, that this might be maybe the sign of His coming. I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying it may be. That's just coming from me. I don't know. Like I said, I just have the dream. I don't know. But I feel like they're from God because He gives them to me. He's given me more than one. And also I can confirm that other people have had them that are believers. So, unless we're all just, having the same dream for some odd reason. So, yeah, there's signs in the sign, moon, and stars according to the Bible. And, in Luke it says that there'll be signs in the sun, moon, and the stars. And the waves in the sea roaring. So, we're definitely at that time. And I can tell you what, just by looking at those moons and stuff, if there's two moons in the sky plus ours, we're going to have some tidal issues. So the wave and the sea roaring sure goes with it. So I don't know if this is a sign that like this is the beginning of this, period, or if this is a sign of the rapture. I don't know. I'm trying to ask Him, as soon as I woke up, I'm like, to myself talking, because I want to know, but I don't want to say too much about it out loud because then, well, anyway, let's just put it like this. The other spirit world are working overtime right now, so we can't give them all the information. So look at my babies, my lion and my lamb. Because my personality's too much lion, and so I got a lamb to try to help me be more docile and calm. I figured I better bring in the other part of the personality before I get myself in a world of trouble. So, but here's the babies. And look, the little lamb, that's Benjamin. He's got his little paw on the Bible, his right hand on it. He said, I swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me. Oh, aren't they cute? So, yeah, so anyway, I want to talk about a couple things also that's going on that is, as soon as I woke up this morning, for some reason, right on my feed is the story out of, I think it was Sky News Australia, about another one of the manufacturers of the V-Zax, with somebody dying at like 40, I think they said 45 or 48 years old. A woman died of blood clots. And so this is not just happening with the J&J, it's also happening with this. So I wanted to share that, not that that's encouraging, but just to share that information about this situation, because I know we're all watching it closely, because we were all told by the Holy Spirit not to take it. And it's so sad, and I've been praying, I pray for those who have been deceived in this hour and are taking that into their body. And I pray that they be okay, and especially, our family members and loved ones who have taken it. So, but I'm staying encouraged. I woke up, with laughter. My thing is, the devil knows that I hate to be laughed at, so he sends every one of his demons to laugh at me first thing. Like when I first wake up in the morning, you know, like I can't even get out to go to the bathroom, you know, without somebody going by and laughing at me. And I know it's demonic. I know it's not really the people. So it's like I don't really have beef with the people. Although at the time, when it happens, before I can think it through, you know, it seems like it's them doing it. But I know it's not. Because it couldn't be organized to this degree if it was people doing it. So I know it's demonic. And I've got to learn to ignore it because it's just driving me crazy. And that's why, you know, when I pray for my enemies, I really mean it, because most of the people that do these things, they're not doing it. A lot of them don't even know they're doing it. They don't. They just do because they're so ran by the spirit that's oppressing them that they don't even realize they're doing it. So I pray for them, you know, that they be found before it's too late, because if they're being used like that, I mean, it says the devil can use any of us at will. So I'm not saying they're not saved, but there are, you know, most of them probably are not. Just because we know that spirit works through people who aren't saved mostly. So, but it can work through believers too. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and share that dream of the planets again. And I mean, this time there was 2 suns. I mean, I don't know if one of them was our sun and this was another sun, or if these are the 2 suns coming in with this system. I really don't know. I can't tell you. It just looked like to me on the right was 2 moons. Sorry about my finger. I'm trying to hold the phone and do this if it's jittery. So yeah, I don't know if they were moons, like 2 moons from the system, or if it was our moon and another moon. But I think it's the 2 moons that's coming in with it, because I've seen them before on pictures of people who've got webcams and stuff. So it's the same moons that were over Dubai. If you have time to look that up, 2 moons over Dubai. And they've tried to make videos to like say they were Mars moons and blah blah and whatever. Just try to find the actual recording of the people taking the recordings of them. And, you know, so you don't have to listen to, you know, their damage control that they always do. As soon as you bring up something, as soon as it gets out, they come in, the enemies, people come in and start sowing, you know, confusion and, you know, like fact checkers and all kinds of stuff like that to try to get rid of the truth. But they can't. We know that the light shines in the darkness and the darkness comprehends it not, but we know the darkness cannot stop the light. So when we're shining it, it cannot be stopped. Just remember that. Just remember that and be encouraged, especially if you are persecuted right now for righteousness' sake. Just remember that the darkness cannot overcome the light, but the light overcomes the darkness. And just like Jesus said, you know, in this world we'll have tribulation, but be encouraged. He said, I've already overcome the world. So, right? He's already overcome it, so we don't have, and he's inside of us, so we don't have to worry about it not being overcome, because he's already overcome. Right? And what's the same in 1 John? Who overcomes is the one who believes in Jesus. So we're overcomers. The darkness doesn't comprehend it. You know, and I feel like he's pushing me to go out here and witness people today. And I'm so caught up in my own needs. Lord, help me, right? Not to be focused on, they do this, the enemy does this. And my sister brought this up too. Lena brought it up because she said that, you know, they cause us all these difficulties to where we're like, we're homeless, we don't have no food, we got, you know, we need to find laundry. They do all this stuff. They make it to where you can't have anything. And then when you're seeking all that stuff, you can't be witnessing. You can't be working for Daddy. And you can't be shining your light as well. You know, you're not gonna really be able to talk to people about the gospel when you're asking them for help. So he knows what he's doing. The enemy knows. But we're not going to let him win. We're going to shine our light no matter what our situation is. And we're going to keep praying that God provides all of our needs. And we're just going to do what he says to do regardless. And we're not going to let him get us down. And I'm saying all this to myself too, because it's really hard right now. I mean, I was talking to a lady this morning. She just started crying. I mean, it's so hard right now. It really is. I said, Jesus is coming soon, and tears just started rolling. You know, I mean, people are just hungry, and they need encouragement, and they need to hear that Jesus is coming soon. So, you know, people are very upset right now. It's really hard. But we are the light, and we need to shine it because we're the only ones who can. So look at my babies. Look how photogenic they are. Look at that. I know, they're so cute. I'm a little bit weird. Well, I've been isolated so long, you know. The devil likes to keep us isolated, too. That's another thing. So he can try to keep us depressed and in our feelings and all that. But I'm not going to let him do it because I know his tactics. I'm not ignorant of his devices. So today, God willing, and the creek don't rise, I'm not going to let him get under my skin anymore. It started out early this morning, and I'm going to try to forget that. And, you know, I've asked for forgiveness for acting out. And I just pray that he continues to cleanse me of all unrighteousness, because I still have quite a bit of work to do. And I think if we're honest, we all have work to do in some area. So, but I love you guys, and I'm praying for all of you. And I'm praying for all of my brothers and sisters in Christ right now. And I'm praying for the lost and for our enemies, because our enemies just don't realize how close they are to judgment. Because if we're in judgment now, and we know that it begins with us, how much worse is it going to be for them? I mean, you know, and we're not through with ours yet. So, oh, and then also I wanted to share too, not to be a Debbie Downer or anything like that, but in that dream that I had, it's on my channel, it says Tribulation Dream or something. I had seen all them dead bodies and stuff, and I remembered when I woke up and I got that Hebrew word, and at that time I didn't really know any Hebrew words, and I was trying to figure out what he had said. And after he said Exodus, I heard this one word that began with an S, right? So I went and I think I've narrowed it down in between Sukkot, Shavuot, or so both, and I couldn't. I mean, it was just such a quick thing. He just said it really quick, and so every single year at Pentecost, I get hopeful that, you know, because I was flying in that dream, I get hopeful and thinking maybe, you know, it will happen so we can get this over with. I mean, I know that he wants as many people saved as possible, you know, and so it'll come when it comes, and I don't wish it on, like he said, who wishes for the day of the Lord? It's darkness and gloominess. I don't wish for it, but I know that a lot of us just want to see him. I don't wish for it for anybody to be harmed or anything like that. I wish for it because I want to see him. I'm longing for him. And I know you guys are too. I know you're longing for your first love. Look at these babies. They're so precious. I mean, look, they're my babies for real. But, yeah, I don't have a little dog or anything anymore. I can't have pets and be living in my car. It would be mean to the animal. I wanted to go get a little dog, and I thought, you know, it wouldn't be right. It's just not right to keep them pinned up like this. So, as a matter of fact, right when I said that, somebody's here walking their dog. Alright, well, I just wanted to share that dream and come on with some encouragement and tell you guys that hopefully things are getting ready to change for us, and for the better. We'll just stay helpful and keep praying for each other. Alright, love you guys. God bless you. Bye-bye.